Greetings, this is Shifu Ray Abeta, and this DVD is about the 13 postures of Master Wei. I love saying that. It was taught to me by my Wu style master, Master Yan Yunhua. This is a very powerful, very simple form of energy work known as QiGong. It can be done standing and sitting, even lying down, most of the postures. I will show in this video standing and then sitting, and I'll also explain some pointers along the way as I'm doing the individual postures. Now, some words to remember as you're doing this video before we get started. For one thing, you never want to tense up your body. You always want to be relaxed. You never want to lock your elbows or your knees. Do not lock any of your joints. Stay relaxed and soft. In fact, from the inside all the way down, you must do your best to relieve tension with your mind to permit the energy to flow. There's also things like relaxing the muscles in the upper chest. You don't perform the postures with the chest puffed out. If anything, it should be relaxed. Tension here will actually slow down the qi flow that comes down the front of the body. So you want to relax the chest. Don't force it inward, just let it go. The tongue should be touching the roof of the mouth. The chin is slightly dropped. The tongue at the roof of the mouth should be right behind the teeth, gently, just the tip of the tongue touching the roof. And again, the teeth are just gently touching each other, not grinding, but keep them gently closed. If at all possible, you're going to breathe in and out with your nose. Try to use belly, diaphragmatic breathing. If you don't know how, come by and I'll teach you how to do it. Very important aspect of energy work, meditation, Tai Chi, martial arts, breathing. Come and learn it. Anyway, as we continue, the four fingers are going to be straight and they're going to be together. And the thumbs and the index fingers are separated, okay? And the thumbs are in slightly. Whenever you hold into these postures. Now, my master didn't tell me a minimum amount of time to hold the postures, but I try to do it a minimum of 30 seconds. More is better. However, if you're holding a posture, for example, grabbing the moon from the ninth heaven, as you're holding this posture, if it hurts your shoulders, rather than try to rough it out and no pain, no gain, we don't believe in that attitude. Let it go and go back to a previous, easier posture to maintain. There are several. We'll go through that in a little bit. Anyway, we want to be relaxed. We don't want to be tense. We don't want to have pain. That'll actually fight against what we're trying to accomplish here. As you relax and focus the mind and align your hands in different postures, it'll activate different lines of meridians of energy in the body. Kind of like acupuncture without the needles. So as we're doing these different postures, it affects the liver, the spleen, many different parts of the body. On the DVD, on the inside, we'll have all the names of the postures and their medical applications. Also, depending on the time of the year, you will face different directions. July, we're facing north. So it just depends on the time of the year or even the time of the day. But all that information is on the DVD, okay? Wonderful. When we stand, we want to stand straight. What does that mean? That means from my hips to my shoulder, I'm not doing this. I'd rather you lean forward than lean back. But if at all possible, straight up and down, feel the weight in the center of the foot. The weight should be more in the center. If you feel it in your heels, more likely you're leaning back to some degree, and that's going to pinch off the lower back. Relax the hips when you stand. Drop them gently, allowing the lower part of the spine, the lumbar sacrum area, to flatten out. That's another reason why we put the chin in and the hips released. Don't force them. Relax. Let them drop naturally over time. This improves the energy flow up the back and down the front, known as the Du and Ren channels. Very important. Many of these postures will help activate those channels as well as many others. Let's see. I think that's about it. maybe we should get started. Try to practice daily. The more you do it, the more consistent, the more energy flow you will get. This is powerful. I have students in their late 90s who enjoy these QiGongs because there are very few moving parts. They can be done sitting, standing, even some of them lying down, and they gather Qi in their hands and it makes them feel more relaxed. This is powerful. Use it daily, regardless of your problems. This will help you. Excellent. Let's get started with the standing 13 postures of Master Wei. Now, the 13 postures of Master Wei as taught to me by Master Yang Yunhua in El Paso, Texas in 2005. Here we go. First posture, Golden Dragon holds the moon from the side. Remember, the thumbs are in. The arms are parallel, the forearms and the hands. They're not angled inwards. Relax your shoulders. Don't lean back. Look at the floor or close your eyes. This is good for the energy that goes up your spine in the back and down your spine in the front. Posture number 1 and number 13 are the most powerful of all 13. You don't have to do all 13 in a row. If you want to just do 1 or 2 postures, you have a problem with maybe your liver, do the ones that apply to the liver. The information is on the inside of the DVD. Posture number 2. Palms flat, facing out at a 45-degree angle. Don't pinch off the wrists. Keep them bent slightly. The arms are slightly forward. The chin stays dropped, chest relaxed. This one's called the intelligent turtle nurtures the heart. Yes, the intelligent turtle nurtures the heart. Side view. Spine nice and straight. Relax the knees. Fingers pointing out at the 45. Do not lock the elbows. In fact, relax the whole body. As relaxed as you can make yourself. Tell the muscles to let go. Intelligent turtle nurtures the heart. Roll the hands over, palms up, bring the upper arms against the body. The fingers are pointing out at an angle. They're not pointing back, they're pointing forward at an angle. As if you're holding a large tray. In fact, this is called lifting a 1,000-pound weight. This is good for the intestines and stomach. Yes, the armpits are shut down. If this were Tai Chi, this would be a no-no. This is a QiGong for energy. It's not a martial art like Tai Chi. So the armpits, because we want the energy to go right into the stomach and intestines, the armpits are actually closed down. Now don't tighten them. Don't force them. But you notice how my upper arms are touching my upper body. Lifting a 1,000-pound weight. Next posture. Just for information's sake, we're going to form a triangle with our hands. Then we're going to drop them down, and this is where the actual posture begins. Remember, we're going to separate our hands, but the hands are going to point inward, not forward. Just because you separate them doesn't mean you're going to turn them to the front. The thumbs line up over the center of the legs. Again, nice and straight and comfortable. Chest is relaxed, back is somewhat rounded. This is called grabbing the moon from the sea bottom. grabbing the moon from the sea. Now slowly bring your arms up. Now the palms are facing outward, and they are roughly at the level of your heart. Elbows are relaxed, shoulders are dropped. Don't bring them up like this, keep them dropped. Again, the palms are facing outward. They're not pinched off, don't make them tight. Relaxed. Pushing the mountains with both hands. Pushing the mountain with both hands. Obviously good for the heart and the stomach. Remember, I mentioned 30 seconds is probably a good minimum. If it hurts, then just don't drop your hands. As I mentioned earlier, drop down to an easier posture. If you just drop your hands and quit, you're going to waste all the time and energy that you've gathered up. We need to put this energy away at the end of the postures so that we can keep it. Pushing the mountains with both hands. Now slowly drop your arms. Slowly, slowly. Palms are facing the ceiling. The hands are lower than the elbows. And the arms are pulled slightly forward from the sides of the body. In other words, they're not back like this. They're forward. Feel as if your arms are being gently pulled out away from your spine. Comfortable. No pain. Relax. This is called the white crane spreads its wings. White crane spreads its wings. Relax. Be still. Allow the chi to flow. Slowly roll the hands, palms down for the next posture, and bring the fingertips up slightly. The arms are in the same posture as before, same position as before, slightly forward, hands lower than the elbows, shoulders relaxed. Before the hands were palm up, now the fingers are up slightly and the palms are down. This one's called large bird or big bird. Spreads its wings. For you Sesame Street fans out there. Large bird spreads its wings. 30 seconds minimum. If you want to go longer, that's fine, as long as it doesn't cause pain or tension. As time goes on and you actually learn how to relax, we use the word relax or song in QiGong or Tai Chi, it means to be without tension. No tension. Not just your physical body, but also your energetic and emotional and mental body, maybe even your spiritual body. Just learn to let go. Don't be afraid. Large bird spreads its wings. Next move is a little bit difficult. If you have a shoulder problem or issue, be real careful with this one. You don't have to do it if it hurts. Remember, no pain, no pain. Bring the hands up overhead. This is called grabbing the moon from the ninth heaven. Keep the chin dropped. You don't have to look at the hands. Look at the floor or close your eyes or partially close your eyes. The shoulders are relaxed. I am not bringing my shoulders up. Now, if this is too difficult, you can drop it down a little bit. And again, if this is just too hard for you, go back to an easier posture. Don't stop. Grabbing the moon from the ninth heaven, good for the kidneys, liver, and spleen. Don't lean back. Don't puff out the chest. Round the back. Keep the shoulder blades rounding forward. Don't pinch off your shoulder blades, your scapula. Next move. Bring your hands slowly down behind your ears. Touch the sides of your neck with your thumbs. The fingers are pointing straight up, right behind the ears. The elbows are forward, not back like this. Forward, relaxed. This is called vertical fingers fill the ears. This stimulates the hundreds of acupuncture meridian points that exist in the ears. There are many. Fingers are pointing straight up, not down. And the thumbs are touching the side of the neck, not like this. Vertical fingers fill the ears. Breathe slow in and out using the nose. Slowly drop the hands. I'll show you sideways initially. This is called reverse thrusting the golden flute. That's right. I don't make these up. Reverse thrusting the golden flute. Many things to think about here. The chest is relaxed. We don't puff the chest up. We relax the chest and roll the shoulders, the deltoids slightly forward. The hands are closed, but they are not touching. Close, but not touching. The heels of the palms, this part right here, the heels of the palms are sinking down as if they were pushing down on the table. Pushing down. So this is called the reverse thrusting of the golden flute. Relax the hands. This is difficult for most people in the beginning. Just do what you can, then next time just go a couple of seconds longer until you go 30 seconds or more. This is great for lower back pain, waist disorders, headaches, migraines. Reverse thrusting the golden flute. Now bring your left arm, left, up and across the body. The thumb is touching the chest, a couple inches down from the center of this bone, the clavicle. And the fingers are pretty much pointing straight up. Yes, we're all the way across the body, past the center channel. The other hand is still doing the same thing. These are postures 11 and 12, and they're known as left and right vertical fingers. Left and right vertical fingers. This is good for people who suffered strokes or suffer from some form of palsy or paralysis. Kind of energetically helps to rewire the brain. Easy to do. Left and right vertical fingers. Now we switch slowly. Thumb touching the chest, fingers pointed up, left hand is behind you. Relax your shoulders, don't lean back. Left and right vertical fingers. It doesn't hurt to smile a little bit. It's good for your internal organs. And it looks better than a frown. Good. Left and right vertical fingers. Now we bring the hands forward. Posture number 13. Posture number 13. The elbows are pulled forward. They're not back here. All the fingers are touching. The thumb and index finger are separated. The arms are pointing up at an angle. Not straight up, not straight ahead, somewhere in between. This is known as praying hands. Posture 13. In fact, it's interesting how a number of postures represent or look like different forms of supplication or prayer. In fact, this one, number 13, praying hands, connects your energy, your personal chi or life force, with the energy of the universe. As I mentioned at the beginning of the DVD, the first posture, the Golden Dragon, holds the moon. And this posture, praying hands, are the most powerful of all 13. If you just did these two, they would do much things for you, much energy, and really help you with your depression and fear. This is a very grounding, very powerful form of QiGong, or energy. Praying hands. Can you feel your heartbeat in your fingertips? Good. Now, once we've gathered up all this energy, we need to put it away. Where do we put it? Well, a place called the Dantian, or if you want to call it a battery, that's okay too. Slowly release the hands, as if you're holding a roll of quarters in each hand. Now the thumbs are going to point towards the body, not up, towards the body. They're not touching. They're close, but not touching. And they're angled in. Below the belly button is your Dantian, the golden field of elixir, your battery. So we're putting the Qi Wei into our battery. Otherwise it may dissipate and all the work will be for naught. We don't want that. So let's put the Qi away in our Dantian. Hold this roughly 30 seconds to a minute or longer. When you become more experienced, you'll know how long is long enough. Now, once we put this energy away, this Qi, this bioelectricity, call it what you want, we need to make it circulate with the rest of our Qi, to make it more user-friendly, like the same frequency, for lack of a better expression. And this is how we do that. Slowly release the hands. From the chin jawline, massage all the way to the base of the skull, using your fingertips to gently push against your skull to stimulate meridian lines, to help stimulate the flow of the energy you just received. Should be done roughly 7 times. You could do it 8, 9, but 7 is normally an acceptable number. I believe that's 7. Now from here, with our palms, we're going to massage our ears forward 7 times. Don't be afraid to make them a little red. They won't fall off. Okay? If you have an hearing aid, take it out and then massage it. All right, finally, from the sides of our face, we're going to come up to our forehead and down 7 times. Wonderful. I hope you're feeling better. Do it daily. You get more bonus out of it. Remember, missing one day is not like missing one day. It's like missing 3 or 4. Getting this Qi flowing and keeping it flowing is really a very important daily practice. Now we'll do it sitting down, okay? Thank you. 谢谢. Are we on? Oh, okay. Time to go. Sitting QiGong, 13 Postures of Master Wei. Now you'll notice that when I'm sitting, I'm not sitting all the way back. Not unless you really have to. If otherwise, because of some of the postures entail putting the hands behind you, sit more towards the edge of the chair. Ready? Here we go. 13 Postures of Master Wei. Posture number 1. The Golden Dragon holds the moon. Now remember, if you want to, you could actually put your hands on your knees. You can put your hands on your knees. If you can't hold them up, that's fine. Otherwise, up just a few inches, pointing towards the floor. Relax. Chin down. Tongue at the roof of the mouth. Remember, the eyes can either be closed or looking at the floor, or partially closed. If you're going to keep them open, don't look straight out. Look down towards the ground. Posture number 2. Intelligent turtle nurtures the heart. Intelligent turtle nurtures the heart. Fingertips at a 45, pointing out at an angle, palms down. Remember, the forefingers are touching, the thumbs are separated from the index finger, and the thumbs are in somewhat to hollow the center of the palm. Intelligent turtle nurtures the heart. Roll the hands palm up. Bring the upper arms against the body. Lifting 1,000-pound weight. Sit up nice and straight, don't lean back. I'd rather you lean forward and try to sit straight up and down. Keep the midriff open, chest relaxed, chin dropped to make a move in the mouth. Lifting 1,000-pound weight. Forming a triangle, separating the hands. The thumb is the center of each respective leg. Fingers are pointing inward, palms are facing the floor. Grabbing the moon from the ninth heaven. I'm sorry. Grabbing the moon from the sea bottom. Grabbing the moon from the sea bottom. Fingers pointing inward. Relax the chest. Grabbing the moon from the sea. Up, not very high. Relax the shoulders, palms facing outward. Pushing the mountains with both hands, the heart and stomach. Pushing the mountains with both hands. Remember, when you transition from posture to posture, do so in a slow, relaxed, mindful manner. Pay attention to the energy as you shift down, roll the palms up, connecting to the energy of the heavens. This is white crane spreads its wings. Palms up, the hands are lower than the elbows. The arms are ever so slightly pulled out away from the spine. It should feel comfortable. Back, relax. Breathe deeply in and out. White crane spreads its wings. Keep telling your body to let go, to relax, to release. Roll the palms and forearms down. Bring the fingertips up just slightly. Just slightly. Large bird or big bird spreads its wings. The arms are slightly forward. They're not on the sides, they're slightly forward for both of these postures. Now we're going to bring our hands overhead, as I mentioned earlier, slowly. Keep the shoulders dropped. Form that triangle as we did before. Chin dropped, head lifted, midriff open. Relax the shoulders. Side view. Grabbing the moon from the ninth heaven. Grabbing the moon from the ninth heaven. Again, if this one is too difficult, if it hurts, then move into an easier posture like golden dragon, holding the moon, or intelligent turtle nurtures the heart. Those are pretty easy. do those. Don't lean back, don't puff the chest, keep the chest relaxed. Grabbing the moon from the knife hand. Slowly drop the hands, touch the sides of the neck. With the thumbs, the fingers are pointing straight up, not back, straight up. Vertical fingers fill the ears. The elbows are pointing at an angle, 45s. Remember, your eyes closed, partially closed, or looking at the floor. Vertical fingers fill the ears. Slowly drop the hands behind you. This is why we need to sit forward in our chair. Reverse thrusting the golden flute. The hands are not touching your clothes, the heels of the palms are sinking. The chest is hollow. Don't puff it out, keep it hollow. Shoulders are slightly forward, comfortable. Dropped and slightly forward. The back is rounded forward. Reverse thrusting the golden flute. Great for migraines or headaches. It's actually easier to do standing, but if you can't stand, then this will work. Relax. This is posture number 10. 3 more to go. Bring your left hand all the way across the body. Touch the chest with the thumb, fingers pointing straight up. Left and right vertical fingers. This is the left one. Postures 11 and 12. This is good for people who've suffered a stroke. Change sides. Now I'm just doing minimum time. You can go longer, as long as it doesn't hurt. Left and right, vertical fingers, same thing in the back, not touching, close, heel of palm sinking down, thumb touching chest underneath the clavicle, fingers pointing pretty much straight up. Left and right vertical fingers. Postures 11 and 12. Bring the hands forward slowly. All the fingers are touching. Elbows are pulled forward. Arms are pointed out at an angle. Not straight up, not forward, somewhere in between. Praying hands. And as I often say in my classes, it wouldn't hurt if you said a prayer. No, it wouldn't hurt. Let's put the energy away. Like you're holding a roll of quarters. Thumbs and index fingers pointing towards the belly, not up, towards the belly, underneath, roughly 2 to 3 inches down from your belly button, your navel center. No touching, close, but not touching. Putting the chi away into your battery, into your dantian, to the elixir field. Remember, after we put it away, we have to stir it up with the rest of our chi, get it moving, make it a part of us. And this is how we do that. Seven times. Use your fingertips. You'll feel goosebumps, you'll feel tingling up and down your body. I think that's 7. Now with your palms, massage your ears forward 7 times. Rough, vigorously, just don't rip your ears off. Make your ears a little red, that's okay. Finally, from the sides of the face, to the forehead and down 7 times. Feels good. Body should be warm and relaxed. Thank you. Sissy. Now let's just do it as a practice. No details, I'll just call out the names of the postures. Here we go. Golden Dragon holds the moon. Posture number 2, Intelligent Turtle nurtures the heart. Posture 3, lifting a 1,000-pound weight. Grabbing the moon from the sea bottom. Pushing the mountains with both hands. White crane spreads its wings. Large bird spreads its wings. Grabbing the moon from the 9th heaven. Vertical fingers fill the ears. Reverse thrusting the golden flute. Left and right vertical fingers. Right side. Praying hands. Now we put the chi away. Massaging to stimulate the chi that we received 7 times. Ears 7 times forward. Finally, the face. Practice daily. All right, now we're going to do the standing version of Master Wei's 13 posture in QiGong. As I mentioned earlier, don't lock your knees. Feet are roughly hips distance apart. Whatever's most comfortable. And also make your feet straight. If you have to put them out to the side, that's fine. So try to make it not too wide a stance. So this may be too wide, it will collapse your knees. Here we go. First posture. First posture. Very good. Let's do it. Cameraman Max a Beta. Technical production man Brandon a Beta. And me, Ray a Beta. It's an Beta family thing. Say bye. Can you see my hands? Yeah? Sure?
Yeah.
How about now?
No.